Here is why I think you should love this hire. Is Cade Cunningham his Devin Booker? Is Jaden Ivey his Mikal Bridges? And is Jalen Duren his DeAndre Ayton?
I mean, it could very well be.
That's what I think really meshes well, where he took that base and turned him into a great team. Now, the players are a big part of it. Obviously, players are a bigger part of it. How good can these guys be? But the formula looks really similar for a guy that 2 years later, after a 19-win season, took a team to the NBA Finals.
I'm excited about, and I have been excited for over a year now, about how much young talent the Pistons have accrued in the past couple of drafts, past 3 drafts or so. And they need somebody that has the voice that people listen to. I don't know if they listened to Dwayne Casey, but they sure didn't play defense last year. They also dealt with a bunch of injuries that kept this team from winning, and then load management certainly kept the team from winning more games. None of it mattered because they end up with the 5th pick overall instead of something in the top 3. That's no crying over spilt milk. Let's move forward and see what they have here. What they still have is a bunch of young talent, the number 5 pick in the draft, and Bojan Bogdanovic. So what do they do? That, to me, it's about what's next. I'm excited because I think they have the right coach here. But what's next from an organization standpoint? Well, he's going to get together with Troy Weaver. They're going to discuss what's going on with this Piston team. And do you package together 5 and Bojan and find a good young player? Or do you hang on to both and try to build around it? What's going to happen with Wiseman? What's going to happen all over the place with this team? I'm excited to see what the next steps are because I think they've got credible people in charge here.
Well, I like the hire a lot. I do think that this team has similar pieces to what he had to work with in Phoenix, and I think he'll own the room. I think he'll command respect in the room, and I give this an A-. The only minus part is, like I said, some of the criticisms. I'll worry about the fact that he can't get his team, that he spends too much time in the regular season getting ready for the play. I'll worry about that when that becomes an issue. But even when he was like at the end of his time in Phoenix after his closing press conference, talked a little bit about making changes in that regard. This is before he got fired. Changes in that regard. So we'll see what he's learned and see if he's a better coach for it.
I wonder what Devin Booker will have to say about his coach on the way out and starting with the Pistons. And is it going to be nothing but positive, like, oh, those guys are going to love him, he's a great coach, he took me to different levels, or is it going to be, I don't know, I'm not going to say anything. We're ready to move on and find our next guy.
Right. Well, I tell you, probably through this entire thing, one of the funniest rumors I heard that Dwayne Casey may be a candidate in Phoenix. He's not, but wouldn't.
Not.
Weird trade.
That would be strange.